Happy Sunday, everybody. Welcome to another Ramble. This one's going to be fucking massive, so just buckle down, guys, because there's a lot to talk about. We're going to be covering the Gillinor Gazette. I want to just spew out some ideas, like extensions on game jam ideas and shit like that. So if you guys are here for it, just get comfy, pop some popcorn or something, because we're going to be talking for a while. But first, okay, you know what? Actually, here, let me take a step back. First, I got to say, we wrapped up SeibeiCast year 2. All the episodes are done from year 2. Where the year starts is like in December. So yeah, the last episode was Skill Specs end of November. So 2 years of SeibeiCast. Absolutely unbelievable. 97 total episodes right now. Now we are getting Tasty Life. Well, his name's Tasty Life now. The life, Tasty Life. Anyway, we're getting Tasty Life and Prison Joe on the cast this Tuesday. It'll be uploaded Wednesday. So if you guys want to offer a topic for that fucking juicy cast, you're going to need to click on my Twitter link down in the description. And you're also going to want to follow me on Twitch. I've been doing these. I think I mentioned this in a previous ramble. I've been doing these things called therapy. Or wait, what do they call? I can't even fucking remember what they're called. Skilling therapy is what I call them. And it's basically just a stream where you can jam out, good vibes only. I just fucking time out people that are arguing in the chat and shit. And so it's just like good vibes, good music, really good music. Seriously, you should give it a listen. I've been exploring new music genres and it's a really good playlist I'm building. Anyway, enough of that. Go follow me, guys. Also, I will say this simply because I don't really ever say these in the rambles anymore because I feel like it's a little sellout. But if you guys do enjoy these rambles and you have a little bit extra support you would like to give to my channel and to support me, I do plan on moving back to Oregon, and it's going to be an expensive journey, and Oregon's really expensive. I'm not trying to like give you my life story. I'm on like how I'm, moving on from this fucking shithole. But anyway, if you guys would like to support me monetarily, there is a join button, and all that really does is it's $5 a month. You're directly supporting me as a creator, and that's pretty much it. I mean, you get like a few emotes. Also, there's an additional option. There's like a higher tier option. If you choose to do that one's like above and beyond. I will follow you on all your socials and stuff. Like, we can stay connected. And really, it's just a way to support. There's not really many perks. Sorry. If you guys have ideas for perks, I'd love to hear it. Also, no, that's it. I'll just stop with the sellout. I'm already cringing over it a little bit. Anyway, we're going to get into this because we've already been talking for almost 3 minutes, and we need to talk about the Gillinor Gazette. Did I already say like the video? Yeah, like the video. Okay, anyway. After a short break, it's time for November's edition of the Gillinor Gazette. And oh God, what happened to my scene? Okay, we're going to be making some cannonballs. Listen, let me just put this away real quick. Look at this. Somebody asked in the comments, they're like, how the fuck do you keep getting more steel bars? I have 63,000 steel bars. All of those were made on my stream. We cleared out every single iron ore. We cleaned out all the rune ore. We're trying to clear out the myth and addy. We're not going to have enough coal for that. I'm so sorry. We're just going on a bunch of tangents. We're supposed to be covering the Gillinor Gazette, and you guys are just looking at my fucking bars. But it is a really nice stack. I can just like freely smith my cannonballs. Anyway, enough of that shit. Okay. Winter. Okay. There's so much in this shit. I'm sorry, guys. Winter Summit. I'm going to be making a video. It's what, December 4th right now? I'll be making a video probably in like a couple days giving predictions on what I would like to see from the Winter Summit. None of them are going to fucking happen. I mean, it's just literally predictions, but you guys keep asking for it. So I'll just, throw something together like all of these rambles are. Anyway, let's continue. For those who missed it, we recently revealed the date of this year's Winter Summit. Join us Saturday, December 10th at 8 p.m. GMT, 3 p.m. EST. Nobody cares. Actually, I do care. 12 p.m. PT on the Old School RuneScape Twitch channel. We've got a great show. I'm really excited. They honestly kill these. The last year's Summer Summit was just fun. Like, they had like a really cool. It's not like some bullshit where they're just like all sitting on a couch talking and it's like some shitty cameraman just like, no, they really do put like a really nice, well-produced production. Well-produced. It is too fucking. It's not even 9 a.m. right now. I'm fucking tired. Anyway, but they really do a good job, and so I would love to see you guys there. I'll be just chilling in the chat the entire time. And if it's Saturday, so I'll actually probably be live. Maybe I just won't go live that day and just watch it. I could stream it though. I feel like I'm stealing content that way, but Anyway. Okay, so we've got a great show, so cancel any other plans. All right, we'll cancel any other plans. Come on in. Okay, okay, enough of that. Future of Gielinor Gazette. As you've no doubt noticed, we're a few months behind on the Gazette, and there's a good reason for that. Some of the more recent editions of the Gazette were looking a little empty, and as we prepare for the Winter Summit, there's been less and less we can talk about here. We've seen that you're not happy about this. What? Are we not happy? I guess we're not happy about it. Yeah. So we want to offer you the opportunity to shake things up a bit. What would you like to see in the next Gazette? Should we release a Gazette where there's a juicy project to tease? Do you want to see more community-driven content? Should we add new sections entirely? Now's your chance to tell us. All right, so click here to tell them. I'm not going to tell them. I don't really care that much. Whatever they produce, I'm going to read it. So it's like whatever. But it is cool. So if you guys are interested, this blog, by the way, will be down in the description along with all those other fucking links. Also, I'm just going to have my Discord link down there. If you guys want to join my Discord, I never have it linked there, but I am trying to build the Discord a little bit. So if you guys want to join and just hang out and shit, feel free. I gotta stop with the sellout. Jesus Christ. Okay, Game Jam 2, November 2022. All right. I'm sorry, guys. These cannonballs are fucking distracting me. Should I just stop? It's like the cannonballs are just so easy. I have to do it. All right, Game Jam. Okay, so for those that don't know, Game Jam, I'll just read this. Game Jams are a new, let me explain it and then read it, yeah. Our new ideation process where JMods across the team join forces and create awesome content pitches, which sees creativity come from across all areas of Old School. You'll see everything we came up with in an upcoming live stream, but while you wait, we've got a sneak peek at a few different projects. By the way, these are really exciting, so stay tuned. We aren't showing all the projects, however, as we like to keep some a secret. As some we'd like to keep secret. Okay. All of these, this is important, all of these projects are just concepts, so don't expect any of these to be coming into the game. They're just concepts. Although if we do really enjoy them and we speak up about it, I'm sure that the JMods will take interest and actually pursue a certain project. So if you guys are really interested in one of these following things, just put it down in the comments and if somebody else brings up, I really fucking loved this, add some more stuff to it in your comment. Like it. So, if a JMod is watching this, they can kind of see a little bit of interest, at least in my small channel of what people kind of want to see. So engage down in the comments. I will read every single one. I probably won't. I never respond to all of them. That's just impossible. Plus there's a lot of weird comments sometimes. So none of this content is confirmed for the game, and no team has been given time to refine these projects just yet. If you like the look of them, let me focus on reading. Please do let us know, but don't expect them to come to the game anytime soon, if at all. For those of you wondering about the previous Game Jam projects, these haven't been forgotten and really showed us what the whole team is capable of creating when there's this level of freedom. We are still in the process of actively reviewing all of the previous concepts, and we'll be taking your feedback from our last survey and live stream into account whilst we assess each project. Right, let's jam. Oh, shit. Okay. New hairstyles. I kind of covered this already in a previous Ramble, but I think this is fucking brilliant. Just give us some more aesthetics. Let us pimp out our characters, you know what I mean? All these hairstyles are, really unique. They have their own, charm to it. They're not this is kind of a different hairstyle. No, every single one of these looks fucking cool. So new hairstyles: Mod Moogle, Mod Halo, Mod Elena, Mod Shroom. Mod Shroom, who's that guy? Mod Hend, Mod Bruno, Mod West, Mod Skylark, Mod... It took all these guys to fucking make a few haircuts? Alright, I take it all back. No, I'm kidding. No, it's still great, but what? Huh? How many people? It's just fucking, how many haircuts? 16? Alright, character customization is an important part of any game. It's true. So for this Game Jam, we focused on creating a new selection of player hairstyles and some further customization options. Over the course of the week, we made 16 styles based on popular player suggestions. Though should this project make it to release, we'd definitely add some more. Ooh, okay, I like that. Okay, what if they're going to come out with new beards and shit? I know there's already a huge variety of beards, but we need more beards, All right. To unlock these new styles, you'll have to embark on a small quest that introduces you to a new hairdressing NPC. You'll help them find the perfect place to set up a boutique. I think it. I forgot how to pronounce this word. In Varrock, though they may have to make a deal with the current owner of the building, a shy hat maker who loves crafting community-designed accessories into wearable fashionscape items. Cool. 2 new NPCs, Emma and Susie, looking very shy. This, like, is that a tomato on her wrist? What the fuck's going on? Oh, is that a spike? Dear God, is that a weapon? What the fuck am I looking at? Anyway, there's some crazy, like, spiky ball thing on her wrist, and I don't know what this is. Like, is this, like, Edward Scissorhands' sister or something? Like, she has 2 claws. Is that, like, a hairstyle thing? I don't fucking know. I guess it's trying to be, like, medieval scissors or something. Anyway. Emma is an outgoing hairdresser looking for customers, and Susie is a shy hat... I told you. I'm good at appearing. I knew she was shy. And it said I didn't even read that yet. Hatter looking to scale up her business. After completing the quest, you'll have access to a range of new hairstyles and fashionscape accessories. Is this like what? Fashions? I guess you like capitalize the S. This is like an official like coin term at this point. Okay. Accessory shop, which will both be located in a currently unused building next to the Varrock Museum. We hope to use this as a hub for future item design contests, as well as potentially setting up a hairdressing minigame that allows players to unlock even more styles. Why is that so funny? A hairdressing minigame, like, know your fucking demographic. We're like all in our late 20s male dominant. I mean, I know there's females that play this game, but like, like Jesus Christ, hairdressing. Yeah, I'm still down though. If it's got collection logs, I'm fucking all over it. I'll be the best fucking hairstylist of all time. I don't know. I think it's still cool, though. I like this kind of stuff. All right, a work in progress of the new hairdresser. Yeah, this does not look great. They do very much say that these are placeholders and would be given a polish. That's good, because this like, what? It just looks like any other Varrock shop, which is not a bad thing. I gotta say that. Sometimes keeping to the aesthetics really purely is kind of welcome. They could pimp this place out a little bit, which is exciting. We have a lot of talented artists in our community who often propose their own concepts and item designs. We'd love to give players a way to wear their creations as cosmetic accessories by hosting design contests at the boutique. Here's a few examples of what the finished items could look like. Oh, wait, what? Is this like a fucking little, like, penguin? What is this? Oh, it's a bunny. Okay, I wasn't exactly... okay. I guess it's a bunny. What is this? The platypus pumpkin or something? This is nightmare fuel, man. Like, what the fuck is going on right here? And also, okay. I thought this guy would just turn into like a triangle or like a blood shard, like a black blood shard. Okay, now I can see the eyes now. That's cool. It's cool. So. We took a look at the current hairdressing UI. It's overcrowded, and players have mentioned that it can be difficult to see what you're getting until you've bought it. That's true, but let's be honest. Changing your clothes is like 500 GP. Like, who cares? Just bring like 10K there and fucking switch it 20 times. But it is a good point. They got a good point. I'm just being fucking... I don't know. I'm being rough with this. Like, they're doing a great job, and I'm just adding my shitty commentary. Anyway, as a solution to this, we've created a new UI that solves these issues and gives you a 360-degree preview of your chosen hairstyle. I think it looks cool. I will say, however, if this is going to be... this is a very nitpicky thing. I would love if you could see your whole character. You know how in the worn items thingy, right here, you could see your whole dude? That's what I want to see. I don't want to see just the head, because sometimes it's hard to see what the hairstyle looks like with the rest of your clothes and armor and stuff, you know what I mean? So I think it would be really cool to have this. That's just a suggestion. You guys can fucking let me know if it's stupid. The colors could go somewhere else, you know what I mean? Like, the colors could go down in a list where you could just scroll and then have your full character right here. That's my suggestion. Okay. Oh, this is an interesting idea. Hear this out. OSRS Randomizer by Mod Nin. Now, you guys might be thinking, oh, Sabe already read all this shit. So I briefly glanced at it. So, like, the whole shy person hairdresser up there, I swear I didn't read that. I just was, like, glancing. So, we all know how the world of old school RuneScape works by this point. Why am I still on the screen? Make the cannonballs! Chop trees for wood, buy tinderboxes at general store, milk cows for milk, you know, basic stuff. Nobody milks cows for milk in this game. Now, I will just say real quick, this is going to be a really weird tangent. I really wish that the kind of early crafting grind was a little bit more balanced. And the reason I say that is, like, I think what would be a really fun thing to do on an early game, instead of, I don't even know what the real method of crafting is, like the meta for it. I think it's just like quest a little bit and then just start like hopping fucking charters and then do like your giant seaweed and shit. It would be really cool if slaughtering cows and banking their hides and then crafting them into leather would actually be worth it. You know what I mean? Like, there's a little town outside of Prifinus up to the north, and it's a beautiful little village with nothing to really do, unfortunately. But there's like a little cow pen, and there's like a mill and other shit like that. Like these super old school concepts of using a mill and killing a cow for their meat and hides and stuff. But it's like the worst, shittiest XP of all time. And I really do think there is a little bit of potential. Now, it doesn't have to just be cows. They could come out with some more like mythical creatures that you kill for like hides and stuff and really make it into like a combat slash crafting slash cooking sort of like area where you're actually getting decent XP. Something that sort of reminds me of it is Forthos Dungeon. They have a red dragon area where like you just kind of camp there. You have a tanner that can tan your hides. You can make the hides. You can alchem there. You can use the bones on the altar. It's like a self-sustaining little organism. And I really like shit like that. I really wish there was a... So lava dragons is another example, by the way. I did say this is a ramble, so if you guys are just fucking annoyed, I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to be going on these rambles the rest of the time. So lava dragons is a really fun place to be, except it's in the wilderness, and it's in multi, and it's deep. But other than the whole wilderness part of it, there is something really soothing about lava dragons. I wish there was more NPCs like lava dragons outside of the wilderness, so you don't have to like deal with pieces of shit out in the wilderness. I'm sorry, not everyone's a piece of shit out there, but there's a lot of pieces of shit, and it ruins your day. But it would be cool to just have more things like that, where it's like you kill a lava dragon, you get their scales, you get their bones, you can bury them right there. It's like self-sustaining. You can mortar and pestle the scales right there on the spot. And if you have lunars, you can tan the hides, and you can start making the armor, do a spellbook swap, alch it. Like, I like that stuff. You know what I mean? Does anyone else like that stuff? I also remember, who remembers? Go down to the comments if you ever participated in old school wyverns. I'm talking like 2015 wyverns when the whole like CC popped up and like people were running and like giving people prayer pots and giving people food to like camp there for longer and save your spot. And whenever like you were AFK, you'd grab out your fucking air staff and start like splashing on the wyvern so nobody took your spot. Those are crazy days. I fucking miss it though. Like, I know sometimes bringing back these old concepts, they wouldn't be as popular. They could be popular. I still would be really obsessed with it if it had some incentive, Cool Scrolls. But there is options for that. Damn, where was I going? It was like, it started off with cow pens and like mills and stuff. It would be cool to have like a little farm where you actually get decent XP and decent rewards and shit like that. I don't know. Enough about that. Randomizer. This is exciting too, guys. Okay, the OSRS randomizer would see the whole game turned on its head. Chopping trees gets you nothing but burnt sharks. Shops sell medium clue caskets, and tinder boxes are only obtainable from fishing. So, if you guys have ever played like those Zelda randomizers and shit like that, it's kind of what they're going for. Lumbridge is overrun with Dagonoths, and hitting them with your sword grants you smithing XP. And the cows, somehow they've acquired a piece of the map to Crandor. It's interesting. It's a really interesting concept. It seems like, what? Like, if you've never experienced a randomizer, I've just seen people use randomizers. This seems really crazy, but it is completely a fresh start. You know what I mean? Like, nobody has any fucking idea what's going on until you're in there and you start testing things. Like, look at the shop. There's just random stuff. Like, there's a farming cape in here, and there's, like, a rune armor set? It's weird. Anyway, why not pick up some Void Knight equipment or perhaps an that would be really fun to explore stores and kind of see what they got, you know? Just run around the game finding stuff. Randomizers have been a popular way to replay familiar old games, and I wanted to see it if it was technically possible to make such a thing work in old school RuneScape. There are so many items and NPCs in old school that if they were all randomized, it would take an entire community to figure out even the basic quests. It's true. But that's what makes it a cool concept. Every week, your save would be reset and the world re-randomized. Items and NPCs would all move to different locations. Okay, so I wonder, like, are you staying on your main profile, though, and you're just... Is it like a permanent sort of mode? Is it like a leagues that just is switching every week? Or like, I wonder what they're actually considering for it. Obviously, this isn't coming into the game. It could if we're interested. Everyone would have a new version of Lumbridge trying to check off tasks of the randomized bingo. Oh, so it's like a bingo card thing. Cool. Damn. Interesting. Just at a zoo with just like monsters and humans. Interesting. Okay. Like, dude, there's a fucking ghost in here. Just ghost through the fucking rails. What are you doing? Does this guy not know he's a literal ghost? He's a spirit. Fucking squeeze through the rail. Don't even squeeze through the rail. Just go through them. God damn. Okay, here's a cool concept. I really enjoy these types of things that aren't like totally out of the ballpark or whatever. You guys play baseball? I don't fucking watch that shit. Ballpark. Okay. Anyway, agility improvements by Mod Arcane, Mod Dylan, and Mod Goblin. 2 or 3 fucking... I don't really actually know who Mod Dylan is yet. I got to get familiar with this guy. But yeah, 3 legends, I think. Because, you know, I think legend? Okay. Anyway. For this project, we looked into run energy itself and proposed a couple of changes. Buff the rate at which energy regenerates. Change the rate at which energy drains to. Scale off of agility level and scale harder with higher weight. Okay, agility needs a huge change. I'm going to finish reading this so we kind of get their idea and then I'll share a few thoughts. Since weight in-game effectively ranges from 0 to 64 kilograms, values on either side of this don't actually impact your energy drain rate. We made comparisons using weights of 0 kg and 64 kg. Without going over a bunch of math regarding the formulae for energy drain and regeneration, we'll drop a few comparisons below. To compare how energy works in the live game versus our proposed rework, we calculated a ratio of restore rate versus drain rate. At each agility level and weight, this ratio can be compared between live and proposed so that we can understand how agility levels and weight will affect going fast, aka running, with our proposal. At a glance, here's how our proposed rework stacks up. Remember that the comparison is a ratio worked as an energy restore rate divided by energy drain rate. Okay, so 1 agility would be a 150% buff at 1 kilogram. So it's just making the early game, if you're not wearing much, you can just go faster. Not faster, you can go longer. 70% nerf. Now, here it is at 20. This is kind of like the break point that they say. So, you know, obviously I think the lower weight you would have is obviously buffed. But like here at 50 agility, 200% increase nearly from right now, which would be really welcome. I'm not going to lie. That would be cool. 26% buff. Now, it only really gets nerfed at the beginning, which for good reason. You don't really want to stay at 1 agility and get perks for it. And then at 99 agility, it's a 153% buff from what 99 agility currently is. And then a 48% buff wearing heavy stuff. Ultimately, the aim is to get you running more often and running earlier while trying to improve the value of agility levels. This opens up room for us to consider adjustments to Graceful that might make it a little less ubiquitous and hopefully get you all out in your best fashionscapes. On top of all of this, we took a look at some of the ways we might alleviate some of the issues new players have with agility and run energy, including a new low-level agility course, a potential reintroduction of rest stops, and making agility a free-to-play skill. I've talked to a few free-to-play players on the Sebe cast, and most of them are actually pretty for agility coming to free-to-play. And I'm talking like the purists in like their purest form. Automelogy, Tanner, Dino, Pause, like those guys. They're all... I feel like there's a little bit of a sense like they can't be super on board. Like they kind of have to like chill because the reason they played free to play in the first place is to not have updates, you know, to keep the game in its pure form. But I really do feel like the sense I got was all of them really are down for that, and it would be exciting. They do need to have new courses though, because dear God, if you have to do Falador course as your like arty, you know what I mean? You're gonna fucking lose your mind. Falador sucks. That rooftop sucks. I don't even know why it sucks so bad. It just does. Can I get an amen in the fucking comments, you know? Like, the worst rooftop is Falador. It just is, and I really can't even figure out why it is. It just feels like it's a long course. The rates are barely better than Canifis. I don't know. I can't even really remember. I just remember hating that place every single time on a new account. It's like you don't even get many marks, you know what I mean? And you're falling off that fucking little tightrope too. God. Okay, Lumbridge agility course. That's basic. Okay. I gotta say, this is my own like problem, I guess, with agility. By the way, I've actually been having a lot of thoughts recently on what I would truly like to see from skilling. Sorry, that's not really explaining much. When I uploaded that Giants Foundry video talking about how much I hate it personally, I did come off pretty harsh, I'm not going to lie. And I kind of wanted to, though, in a way, because I really wanted to show how upset I was with it. I'm still not a fan of Giants Foundry, but it really did look like in the comments people do have some sort of fun with it. I don't really understand where that fun's coming from. Maybe it's just the idea of gaining XP and you're not having to use as many bars. That's where the fun comes from. The core mechanics of the game, and I'm not going to dwell on this for too long, but like, it's not great. And what I've been sort of realizing, because I'll like go to sleep, or like I'll be lying in my bed before I go to sleep, and I'll just think of random ideas in RuneScape. I know I'm a nerd, but one of the things that people love is the Olm fight. And I know that's just like, what? Like, what are you talking about? We're talking about skilling. The Olm fight is so fun because it's rhythmic. It's like you're going back and forth between like the mage hand and turning the head, and you're doing the 4-to-1 shit. It's fun. You know what I mean? Like, anybody that's experienced solo chambers has truly gotten into it. Most people that have actually dedicated some time and not like quit after like their first few runs have really started to enjoy that. And it's really like a flow state kind of thing. I just want you to imagine, for those that have experienced 4-to-1, things like that, and, you know, maybe even if you're really advanced PVMer, the kind of Verzik diamond walk where you're, like, going under and then running across to the other side. I don't know what it's called. What's that shit called? Adicon coined it, I think. What is that called? Damn, I'm, like, trying to think of a video title. Anyway, things like that are so fun because it's just rhythm, and it really feels extremely satisfying when you keep in that rhythm. Now, what if, this is just food for thought. What if they came out with a mini game? Let's just say, for example, Giants Foundry was not how it was, but they came out with a Giants Foundry that has its long AFK portions, so it's not just like click intensive the whole time, but you still get that rhythm flow of like, okay, like, we're running back and forth every 4 ticks or something like that. Like something that makes it feel like you're in a rhythm and a flow. And if you're doing it flawlessly, you're getting great XP rates. You can jam out to some music and just have a good time. But you still get those nice sessions of like, you know, you do a few like 4-tick back and forth, maybe like a little bit of other movement. I gotta say as well, if you've ever done TOA, which the vast majority of you listeners probably have done, the little skull movement thing, you know, when you're just like 1-ticking those skulls and you're just like having a good time, as long as the servers aren't dog shit, it's really fun doing those little 1-tick things. Like imagine there was a little mini game, regardless of what it is, thieving, agility, smithing, anything, but it's rhythm based. You know what I mean? You get that nice flow going. And now it doesn't need to be super intense the whole time. You just got to have some rhythm to it and consistency. And because really consistency makes things a lot of fun for a lot of RS players. And these are my own ideas. I think I'm actually going to kind of map out a concept of a skill. It's probably going to be thieving, by the way. I'm going to map out a little concept with some tiles and like some, like mapping out the tiles and where I would like to see things placed, and just a really fun sort of rhythm minigame. I think there's a lot of desire for that, and I feel like people don't even understand how much they really crave that kind of shit. Again, I might just be projecting. I don't fucking know. All I'm saying is, whenever I see people enjoying those rhythm-based kind of things, like, again, Ulm fight, Verzik fight, any sort of really fun rhythm fight that's going on, it's just enjoyable, you know what I mean? Anyway, enough about that shit. Oh, the reason I kind of brought it up was agility courses. You know, sticking to this pathetic, really underdeveloped pieces of content like rooftop agility. I'm sorry to say, rooftop agility is not great. It's not. And if we're trying to keep with that format of like, oh, let's make more agility courses that are just fucking click to the next spot, there is a place for that, but we already have that. You know what I mean? We have rooftop agility. Can we move on a little bit and start focusing on more fun and rhythm and enjoyment and consistency and just getting into a flow state, but not being like annoying where you have to like stare at your screen waiting for like a pop-up or something? I don't know. I feel like we're using ancient like I just feel like the gameplay has been lacking. And if we're like really trying to come out with a new agility course, it's just like click the next obstacle. It's not improving anybody's game skill. And we already have that kind of stuff. I'm not saying just take away anything that's just like brain dead, but like, really, is that where we're trying to go? Like add more brain dead shit? I don't know. God, I went on a tangent there. I apologize, guys. All right. So it looks like there's a lot of fucking words, and my eyesight's deteriorating. I can barely read this shit. What's going on? All right, let's read this a little bit. Okay, climb up the church, across the roof, balance rope to the cook's house, jump to the thing. It would only be fun if there... again, whatever. I'm not going to talk about that anymore. Rest spots composed of cooking fires, fire pits, NPCs in the spot provide exposition for new players, while breathing extra life into some of the the space between POI. What's POI? Point of interest? I don't know. Okay, I guess. Players can use a fire to slow... I don't really understand this. I guess it's just like low level kind of stuff. I enjoy this kind of stuff if it's new and it's fresh. New agility courses that are really low and it's just like the same fucking concept of rooftops. Not great. I'm just going to say that. I still like them adding life to the game. I love that stuff. But you gotta make it you gotta have some sort of incentive. And you can't just be like, oh, for these people that are gonna be from level 1 to 30 combat for the first 5 minutes of playing this game, it'll only interest them. But anybody that's like actually played this game before is just gonna skip all that shit, you know? It's to almost like keep noobs newbie. I swear I'm not on drugs. I'm just going through like a chain of thoughts. You know what I mean, though? Like, there really are metas to this game. It's fun to bring life to the game, but you got to incentivize it a little bit. You got to make it so people, even like those efficient players, could find some appeal to doing things. One thing I found really disappointing was Isle of Souls. The Isle of Souls came out, and I was so excited because it was like a brand new, huge landmass. It's empty as shit. There's nothing to do on it. They finally added a fairy ring after all of our bitching and moaning, and they added 2 elite clue steps. They're on the fucking opposite directions of the isle. They really ruined that place. The dungeon sucks. That chest that you go loot is fun for like a level fucking 40 for 5 minutes. And then you're like, okay, this is stupid because I'm getting teleported out every fucking time. Running back through the thing just to loot a chest. Just to get a little key that I can open up like the Sorcerer's Tower up there in the north of the island just to get some dog shit loot. It's really sad. And you can add Easter egg. I know I'm sounding really cynical right now, but I almost feel obligated to be more cynical than I really need to be. And so I hope you guys understand. I'm not like trying to flame anybody here. I'm just giving my raw input of how I feel about certain pieces of content. And this is my opinion. My opinion. This is not how anybody else thinks. Maybe some other people think this way. I'm just sharing it because it's my ramble. It's my fucking little channel. So I'm just sharing how I feel about stuff. But I try to keep on the positive side, but I get irritated when they come out with probably put in a pretty good chunk of dev time for like, creating a new landmass Isle of Souls, and then it's just not fun. There's nothing to do there. I know I'm a really end game player, so like a lot of this stuff shouldn't be for me. But I don't know, they could just add some new shit. Easter eggs are so fun when you get cool stuff for it. Think of the Brimstone chest. You know what I mean? Like, Brimstone chest is fun to open because you actually get like good shit. And the Laren's chest out in the wilderness, like, that shit's fun. Looting stuff like that, it's fun because you don't need to do it. It's just kind of like an Easter egg, like, oh, like, let's go open this fucking chest for fun and stack up a bunch of keys that we can use for another chest later. And I don't know, I like that stuff, but it needs to be incentivized. The rewards need to be better. And also, when you're 99 thieving, failing chests like 50% of the time is not great. It really is not great. The fact that you're capped at 99 thieving and you're still like just failing uncontrollably at a lot of places is not fun. I will also say agility cape needs to prevent you from failing any obstacle. You know how the cooking cape prevents you from burning any food? That was a great idea. And agility needs the same thing. You should not be failing any obstacle at 99 agility. Now, of course, Sepulchre is different. They even, okay, so if you guys have ever done Brimhaven agility, those those 3 plank obstacle things where like 2 of them are like kind of crappy and then one of them's like a real plank. At 99 agility, you can just go on any plank you want and you'll pass it fine because you're 99 agility. You know what I mean? So things like that, I don't know. I wish being 99 actually meant something. Also, I just got to shout this one out again. Lesser gems, opals, jades, and red topaz. Why the fuck are you still breaking those at 99 crafting with a crafting cape on? Please make the crafting cape prevent you from breaking any gems. Know what I mean? Like, why? Fix that shit. God. Okay. Damn, I'm angry. No, I'm not. I'm really not angry. I'm just going on a tangent. Lots of tangents. Okay, OSRS Tower Defense. Last time I played a tower defense game was, I think it was Balloons Tower Defense 5 on my phone. I gotta say, that game was so fun until you got to the point where the game started lagging so bad. Because you're getting these fucking Moabs, the mother of all blimps, you know what I'm talking about? That are just stacked. And they're like, your whole phone's like heating up to like 200 degrees. And you're like, ah, shit, you gotta like let your phone on your pillow. And you're just seeing these blimps and your fucking FPS goes to like 1. And you're just seeing all these blimps. And it's like your super monkeys aren't doing shit. For some reason, you have so much money to spend pimping out every single super monkey. And for some reason, because the game's lagging so hard, your super monkeys aren't even shooting as fast as they should be. Do you guys know what I mean? Somebody out there listening to this knows exactly what I'm talking about. It's like when you get to like the fucking crazy levels, you know what I mean? Where you truly should be able to pass these waves, but you can't because your whole phone's just lagging out of control. Your monkeys are doing dog shit. Yeah. Damn! But tower defense games, seriously, from my childhood, I loved these. I absolutely loved these. So we'll see what their take on it is. Tower defense has been a popular game genre for many years now, so we used our game jam time to think about what that might look like in old school RuneScape. We looked deep into the systems old school already has, the different skills on offer, the combat system, and more, and designed a tower defense game that would synergize with these existing mechanics in your character's progression. Interesting. Little like warthogs and stuff coming out. Like this really would be fun as long as the environment looks clean. And I don't know. You guys ever play Kingdom Rush? Kingdom Rush nailed it. Kingdom Rush was a great tower defense game. Like the original Kingdom Rush. You guys know what I mean? That game back in high school, I had an iPad. One of those really old iPads, like one of the first ones, and playing Kingdom Rush on my lunch break. This is like when I first moved high school, so I'd just be a fucking loner and sit in my minivan that I used to drive to school because I moved high schools. I grew out of that. I eventually started hanging out with people, but like for the first like couple months, I'd move there like in the middle of the year, sort of. And I'd just sit there, be on my iPad, just play Kingdom Rush for a half hour, go back to class, or just skip class and just keep playing Kingdom Rush. This shit was good times. Pure gaming, you know what I mean? Just gaming. I really miss that kind of childhood mindset where gaming just was Oh, it just filled me so much more than it does now. I don't know. Custom outfit. Oh, wait, is that all they're really... Oh, okay, I guess that's all they're really showing. Just very basic concepts. This. Mod Squid, you're fucking legend. Fucking legend. Custom outfit loadouts. Now, if you guys missed the Alkin Sebe cast, you need to pause this video right now. And you need to go watch the Alkin video. We were talking a lot about old school updates, what could happen in the future, things that they could bring from RS3 into old school, things that were successful in RS3 that they, could transfer over. And one of those things is like loadouts, but Mod Squid does this brilliantly. So look at this. You can pause the video right here if you want to see these things, but we'll go back up in a sec. With equipable items split between players' banks and different housing storage locations, it can be difficult to remember where anything is. It can be difficult to remember where anything is. Jesus. Let alone experiment with different outfits or quickly equip a specific outfit. With the Stylist's Mirror, a new bedroom furniture item, players can access all the equipable items they own from one location and filter those items by slot. This is brilliant. This allows players to make full use of their available storage without needing to hunt for a particular item. This doesn't, however, allow players to bypass the distance factor, as they'll need their butler to retrieve any items that are stored in their bank when finalizing their selection. So, additionally, the mirror would let players save outfits as preset loadouts that can quickly be switched between. This is awesome, man. This is so awesome. Now, kind of making a little bit of a leap back to the run energy solution. I've shared this in the past. I'm going to clear this real quick. Let's load up another cannonballs. So, Gentle Tractor, one of the OSRS legends for just great ideas on Reddit. He was also on the Sebe cast. I'm going to keep shouting out any guest that's been on it. He had an idea of a trinket, and the trinket would go in the blessing slot or the ammo slot. And this trinket would be able to hold skilling outfits and be able to hold like graceful potentially. I don't know everything that went along with it, but it was mainly an idea to be able to just store your skilling outfits in there, and you wear that trinket, and you get the full effect, like the 2.5% increase on XP for any given skill. So you wear that trinket, but then you can wear your pimped out fashionscape. So now you have a Stylist's Mirror where you have like your awesome loadouts, like, ooh, I'm feeling fucking this today. Let's click that. Boom, instantly loaded out. You're wearing it. You got your trinket. So now you're at the fishing spot and you're not looking like every motherfucker with their trawling outfit or their spirit trawler outfit. You got your fucking full gilded on. And you're still being efficient. You know what I mean? There's a lot of activities that don't require run energy. It would be cool to have a trinket that could like hold your graceful for you, and then you could still wear like a pimped out fashionscape. I don't know how people feel about that. I know it's kind of mixed between like, is it cool to have everyone running around with graceful, or should we go back to the good old days where people could truly express themselves like and wear whatever the fuck they wanted and not feel inefficient about it. Anyway, I think the trinket idea is a really cool thing that we maybe could look at. This whole idea by Mod Squid is just absolutely phenomenal. And I think loadouts just in general could be brought into this game. I feel like I'm becoming a lot more liberal with this game. Just fucking bring it out. Like, yeah, you're devaluing my clicks and my bank organization, but at the same time, man, presets could be really good for this game. It could just keep people engaged. There's a lot of content that, like, I don't know, you almost feel like you don't even want to go do the piece of content because you're like you got a Slayer task, you don't got a bank tab layout for it, and you're like, God, I just like am looking through my fucking bank, looking for all this shit I need for a gargoyle tab. You know what I mean? I think presets could be a really welcome change to this game. My opinion. Wilderness Expansion Revisited. We're going to skip that. No, I'm kidding. Okay, this game jam, I returned to my passion project, the Wilderness Expansion. I also spent a bit of time polishing the artwork between jams. I've had lots of community involvement in this project, especially surrounding the boss and what they might drop. Thanks to everyone who came to me with ideas and suggestions throughout this project, I've had so much fun working on this dream pitch. The dream pitch. These are all just ideas, and nothing is guaranteed. to make it into the game. But if I could pick one thing, it would be the Dragon Boss Vulku. I also made the concept art for a Torva ornament kit. Fucking brilliant. Mod Soften. Absolutely fantastic work. I want that kit so bad. Please give it for Grandmaster. It's so good. I'll show you it in a second, guys. I have loads of requests asking me to model it, so here you go. Hope you like it. So here's the wilderness thing. Again, lots to talk about. If you guys are really wanting me to make a video dedicated on this, I could even bring like a PK on. I was thinking like, what if I did a ramble? I've done one of these before with a ramble with BC Guppy where we were just talking about clue scrolls, and it was fun because it wasn't quite a Sebe cast, but it wasn't quite a ramble. It was like a duo ramble kind of thing, just on the spot. It would be fun to bring on a PK, or, you know, like bring fucking West Ham back on or something, or Dino, and just like fucking talk about this shit for a while, you know, 20 minutes or so, just upload it and see how you guys like it. Let me know if that's something you guys are interested in, because again, wilderness is not my strong suit. Yes, I have spent a fuck ton of time out there, but I haven't been there for a while. And I don't want to be like, this is how I feel about PKing, even though I'm literally never out there anymore. So we need some more in-depth analysis by people that actually participate out there. So if you guys are interested in that, feel free. I'm not going to try to pretend what I know or pretend that I know like everything about the wilderness in this. So look at this. Look at this. That's great. That's great. Why is this so goddamn laggy? It's so laggy. What happened? What did they upload? Like, come on. Anyway, close that. Fantastic. I think this looks so cool. They really should have worn ferocious gloves right here. I don't know. They have like everything else except for the gloves and the amulet. Community event support. Okay, Mod Light and Mod Dylan. We worked on ideas to highlight and manage community events better from both a player and JMod perspective. We think a community flourishes when players feel connected to other players. So our project was all about ways we can improve the game by recognizing, promoting, and rewarding positive community behavior. Oh shit. Got to be good now, guys. No more bad mouthing and stuff, guys. You got it? No, I think this actually is a really cool idea. I also got to say, Jagex, you got to give more power to your PMods. Those player moderators out there, like there is so... Luckily, I'm an Iron Man, so I never have to just go to the Grand Exchange. But dear God, if I was a main, any time you enter the Grand Exchange, you got to like mute 4 different people every fucking time. These are just spamming. They're talking about their gambling shit. They're talking about their websites. They're talking about some other lure and shit. Like, go to YouTube and look at this fucking video. Like, fuck off. God damn, you gotta give some power to your player mods. People that can be trusted. Don't give player mods to random fucking people from 9 years ago that just have sold their account to somebody else. Do something about this. Like, if I had, and I'm just saying me personally, you don't need to give me this power. Really, you don't. But as a player who really does love this game and is passionate about it and is trying their best to not break the rules and stuff, you know what I mean? I would love to just have a... If I was a player mod, this sounds weird. I'm not trying to say, like, give me player mod. I swear to God, I don't really care that much. But give players that do value, like, getting rid of spam and getting rid of just pieces of shit in the game. Like, give people some power to mute them. Like, actually mute them. You know, and then they can appeal it later because like, but you got to be able to trust them because you don't want some guy going around just muting random fucking people. So if people abuse it, get rid of them. Don't abuse the power. You know what I mean? But you got to give normal players power to mute annoying bots around the game. It's just like that is so key. I feel like. Anyway, we're gonna see what these guys think. But you guys know what I mean? Like, it just feels like player mod nowadays is just, like, pointless. Like, yeah, you can mute them for, like, 10 minutes. They're back up with, like, 10 more accounts fucking spamming again. No JMod or anybody on the team is actually going to be doing anything about that. I don't know. I feel like... I'm going to stop talking about that. Our first idea was the Party Popper. Oh, God. Party Popper. A new tool for JMods that builds on the functionality offered by the rotten potato. Was it a rotten potato? I thought it was just a raw potato. Am I high? Like, is there even such thing as a rotten potato in this game? The Party Popper includes all the fun transmog options from the potato without the riskier options, so nobody will accidentally kill all players in a given area. The Party Popper would also let JMods bestow an event organizer tag, which would appear above players' heads in the chat icon space. For 24 hours, they will be recognizable as an event organizer, perfect for organizing marches or other big group events. That's kind of cool. Hi. The second idea was to repurpose the Varrock Herald, which is the newspaper, I believe. Varrock Herald? Is it Herald or probably Herald because heraldic, I don't know. To include notable community initiatives, giving players the chance to see themselves and amazing events they organize in print. In the same vein, we'd like to create a notice board button on the UI which advertises community-run events managed by the CM team. We explored a few different ways to get community events supported by JMods, including a survey system and a process where players can view upcoming events or apply to their own events listed. Delicious. Lastly, we were interested in creating automated broadcasts for events. With engine support, we could take a leaf out of our big brother RuneScape's book and advertise events as soon as they start on the relevant worlds. One final note, we understand that many players would like us to focus more on making Clan Bingo official. We've explored this possibility, and unfortunately, it's not a small project. It would involve lots of tracking on player characters, which would add up to months of technical work for just the bare minimum. This is unlikely to be something we explore in the future, although we will look to see if we can repurpose the League's tracking system for later use in bingo-type minigame. Okay, in a bingo-type minigame. Port management. Another fantastic idea. Shout out Mod West. Fremennik Port Manager is an extension to the existing Kingdom Management minigame. You'd gain access through a continuation of the Kingdom of Miscellanea questline, where you'd be tasked with building stronger relationships with the neighboring kingdoms, Etceteria, or Etceteria, whatever you pronounce it as, by helping them establish and manage their own port. The quest will cover the basic game loop by having you set up the port, hire some crew, build a boat, and send the whole caboodle out on missions. I love this kind of shit. Throne of Miscellanea, just the whole kingdom thing, it really could have some improvements to it. Like, truly, I think we can all agree there could be some improvements made. I love the AFK-ness of it. I love that it's just like, you just know in the back of your head, like, passively things are getting done. I don't know. I also like the gold sync effect of it. And what would be dope, and we'll continue with this in a second, but I think what would be absolutely awesome is like an extension, like what they're talking about with these ports, and really making it like high-end, you know, Throne of Miscellanea shit, like high-end ports where you can actually put in way more than 75k per day and get some crazy valuable resources. Or, and it doesn't need to be like over the top, or it's like you don't even need to fucking play the game anymore and just like piling up shit, but more rare sort of loots and stuff, you know what I mean? Like, you put in a shit ton of money, you have these ports out, and they can find really rare items that, you know, have, I don't fucking know. I'd have to think about this idea for a little bit more. But truly just dumping gold into this and just having tons of workers around and, you know, whatever. Maybe there could even be some risk. Maybe like your dudes on the crew on the boat that go out sailing, they encounter pirates and all your shit's lost. And you're just fucking banging your desk because you just lost all that gold. There's ideas out there. I really like that they are trying to expand on this. So let's continue. This is a chilled out minigame, which lets you check the state of the port at your own pace. Resources from Kingdom Management would be usable in the minigame, and there'd be a mix of resource rewards and cosmetic non-tradables, so you could show off to your friends how far your naval empire had spread. I like that. I also like these kind of map things. It just reminds me of like those kind of like army games, those mobile games where you're like managing your shit. Those games suck, by the way, but for some reason it's like the thought of the game is fun, and then you start playing and you're like, this is awful. But this wouldn't be awful because it's old school. Other rewards could include discovering new islands around the map that you could travel to with your crew. These islands could offer a wide variety of content, from new training areas to new mobs with unique drops. An example of a new cosmetic item could be something akin to the Nate is Not Face Guard with a darker color palette. Who the hell uses this helmet anymore? We got Torva. Come on. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, didn't they bring this up a while back? This like darker helmet. It looks cool. Yeah. Holiday Island by Mod Tide. Holiday Island will open for visitors whenever a holiday event comes around. Although you'll have to complete the event to gain access, it'll be themed to whichever event is currently active. Below are some examples of what it might look like during the Christmas event, but it's not a themed island. There are also lots of activities you can take part of while you're there. First up, there's some creatures to battle. If you like the look of their weapons, you can acquire... Do we like the look of these? Oh, God. You can try to acquire them for yourself by defeating the beasts or accumulating points. More on this momentarily to buy them. Snow Way! The boys are back. There are also trees and fishing spots where you can train and gain resources. Take your ice-covered logs and frozen fish to the bonfire to thaw them out, or completely burn the logs to get more XP. The resources you gain from thawing are based on your level and the relevant skill. You'll also find holiday implings, a boss that spawns every 30 minutes, and a holiday stall where you can thieve some ill-gotten holiday rewards, or holiday goods. Participating in Holiday Island activities will gain you holiday points, which can be used to buy rewards at the shop. We'd like to add 1 or 2 rewards for each holiday event, and the exciting part is they stick around even after the event is over. So if you miss Christmas event, you can come back on Easter and fill out your collection. So there you have it, folks. A fresh crop of Game Jam pitches. Will they make it into the game? Will Dagonoff's wielding buckets of milk really storm Lumbridge? Just like the previous Game Jam, we want to hear what projects you like the sounds of and fits with the world of old school RuneScape. Use the button below to leave your feedback. Okay, so the rest of this is not things I want to cover personally. So if you guys are interested in reading the rest of this, the blog, as I said earlier, is linked down in the description. You guys can go check that out. We're approaching an hour. Jesus Christ, did I really just talk for an hour? I am so sorry. I'm not sorry, actually. If you actually listen to this entire ramble, like, let me know down in the comment. Type I don't even know. 1, I guess. Type the number 1. I don't know. It doesn't even matter. I'm surprised if anybody actually watches this whole thing. Anyway, guys, thank you for all your support. Thank you guys for listening. Seriously, just you watching these rambles really helps me out as a creator. The rambles have been booming lately. It's just been really cool to see. So thank you guys. If you guys are interested in like sharing these rambles with your friends and other communities, I would highly appreciate it. Also, again, as I mentioned in the beginning, if you do want to support me this holiday season with a YouTube membership, there's like a little join button. Feel free to explore the 2 options. And other than that, guys, thank you just so much. I hope you guys have a wonderful holiday season. I'll be continuing making rambles. I am going to Mexico this around the 20th of December, so I will be gone for about a week and a half there. So don't expect much during like actual Christmas and stuff. I will be gone. Who knows? Maybe I'll make a little ramble in Cancun or something. Just fucking on the beach or something. We'll see. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. I feel like there's something else I need to say. Whatever. We'll leave it for the next ramble. Next ramble, we will be talking about ideation for what I want to see from Winter Summit. So look forward to that, guys. Peace out. Have a wonderful day.